What's up, gamers? Hello. Oh. Hi. I just started stream. What's up, gamers? Is he asleep in the other room? Oh, okay, but all right, cool. What's up, gamers? Welcome back to the stream. What's up, Neo? Yo, what's up? Guys, we got a lot to talk about today. I haven't streamed since the Switch 2 Direct happens. We're going to talk a lot about the Switch 2, but before we do that, I'm going to show you guys the hunt that we're doing today. As you guys know, I am one of the lucky few, or let's just say the greatest, to find 3 family to Dunsparce on his first try. Big. I know, I'm him. So now we're going to do 3 family Maushold up until the Living Dex stream, the final Living Dex stream, which I'll announce later on today. I'll probably do it at the end of stream or something like that. I don't know. I'll say later on today when I'm going to do it. But 3 family and Maushold is much harder because unlike the Dunsparce, which has a really clear shiny, Tandem Mouse does not. But I've come up with a genius solution. I've put my game on with a color filter. Ooh, how does he do it? So, what we're gonna, can you guess? Sure, you can guess if you want. So, what we're gonna do is, all this color filter is a saturation boost. Something you can notice with Tandem Mouse is its shiny is, not only because it's small, its shiny does not look that different, but when I make the game look like this, while it may not look great to you visually, it does make Tandem Mouse a lot clearer of a shiny. I mean a lot clearer of a shiny. It goes from like this nice little kind of gray to a pinky. It kind of goes a little pink. So I'll show you what he looks like in the boxes because I have one here. You can see that the shirt kind of looks, I don't know why it looks yellow there. It shouldn't look yellow. It looks more pink in the overworld. Here, I'll show you. September 20th, 2025. Good guess. That is not Tandem Mouse. Oops. So there you go. You can kind of see that its shirt looks a little bit more pink compared to this Tandem Mouse over here that's a little bit more blue. So that's going to help us a lot with doing this hunt. We are already on 20 phases now. I've done this stream a little bit offline over the past couple of years. So we're going to just hunt it and try to find it. I already have a sandwich going. So I just say we run it. I already have a sandwich going. We're going to knock out 60 in this outbreak that I got set up. And we're just going to try to find some Tandem Mouse. Big W. This feels like a YouTube Kids video now. I know. What do you want from me? I gotta count out loud. Everyone count with me. 1, 2. We're gonna make this more of a YouTube Kids video. 3, 4. 5. What comes after 5, chat? What comes after 5? 6. Yep, you guys got it. Anyways, we have a what's it called? A normal sandwich on, so this will be the only thing we see. And we're just gonna be doing this hunt for a while, so. Is your guess actually September 20th, J-Pine, of when I'm gonna do the final stream? 11. All right, well then put in your official guess now. 13, 14, 'Dang it, I didn't even do that. We're on 17 now. We gotta kill 60 of these things. Put in your official guess. All right, listen, you have to officially guess, otherwise it will not count. May 3rd, okay. Solid guess. I will say that this, 25, 26. This hunt has become a lot easier because of this filter. I did it on Wednesday to practice, and it is a lot easier. 28. It's a lot easier to see the tandem mouse with this filter on. You still have to get pretty close to him, but you can tell. What is this filter? It's to help us find the family of 3 Maushold. All right, leave me alone. Ew, shut up, guy. Shut up. Guys, it's just for this hunt. Why are you guys being so baby? 39. 40. Listen, this is just part of the hunt, okay? Like, look, that's a shiny tandem mouse right there, you see? We wouldn't have seen that if it wasn't for the filter. See? We wouldn't have seen that if it wasn't for the filter, you whiny babies. There's no way we would have seen that if it wasn't for the filter. So instead of complaining, you should say thank you, Neo, for what you do. This looks like Fortnite, to be honest. I am Fortnite playing right now. What was I on? I forgot the, was I on 40? I forgot. What number was I on? I forgot. I'm stupid. How are you doing, guy? Also, how are you doing, shiny Pokehunts? Yeet! Come here, little man. I came in and you immediately found a shiny. I know, it's you. It's all you, bro. You watching Minecraft today? What, you mean like the Minecraft movie? No. Same? Yo, what's up, Jalen? How you doing, home dog? All right, let's put this thing in the box. Actually, we'll keep it in our party. It doesn't matter. Actually, no, let's put it in the boxes for now. Because I have a way to evolve it that I need to do later. We might end up keeping that tandem mouse just because I need to save after killing all these Pokemon. All right, I'm should be on 41 now. 41. 42. Good, just got done power washing. Big. So this tandem mouse we're gonna have to keep, unfortunately. Let me count these out and then I'll chat more. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. You guys learn how to count with me? I will say, at sunset, this filter looks the worst. It's at this time right now that this filter looks awful. But as soon as it turns night, it becomes a lot more apparent. All right, that's gonna be all the ones I kill for now. Okay, anyways, so that's how this whole hunt's gonna go. Hello, can I bring my Pokemon back? It's not letting me bring my Pokemon back. Okay, awesome. Hold on. This game's glitchy. I hate this game. No, Gardevoir. Go back in your ball. Okay. Okay, this is atrocious. Listen, it's fine. Listen, this is gonna help us find the shiny, okay? You guys have to get over it. You guys have to get over it. This is gonna help us find the shiny. I need you guys to get over yourselves. You guys are being whiny children, okay? We're gonna get to find shiny tandem mouse off of this. Aren't you guys excited about that? Aren't you guys excited about the possibility of finding shiny 3 family Maushold? It's so big. Anyways, so now while I sit here and run around these mice, let's talk about our big thing that happened while I was gone, the Switch 2 Direct. Chat, if you were to give me a rating of 1 to 10, what would you rate the Switch 2 Direct? Honestly. How did you even apply the filter? It's through OBS. So if you don't have OBS, you might be cooked, unfortunately. I didn't watch L. Okay, well then, I don't even know what to say then. Here, I'll show you guys what this looks like, just so we're all on the same page. The parallelization will make it a little bit awkward, but... Okay, never mind. I can't even throw my Pokemon out. What the heck is happening? Is my game glitched? All right, hold on. I'm gonna fly back. My game is having issues. Ignoring price, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10? Okay. See, I thought it was like... Dude, I cannot throw out my Pokemon. Is it my controller? What is happening? I can't even throw out my Pokemon. This is weird. Oh well. It is what it is, I guess. This game's broken. Maybe it'll fix when I reset later. I really thought it was like a 9 out of 10. Skivvy bug have to restart? Okay, it's fine. I'll just deal with it because I can still run to the Pokemon. I wanted to show off what shiny Tandemaus actually looks like, but you'll just see it when I find one eventually. I thought it was really good. I thought it was like a 9 out of 10. The Mario Kart world looks brilliant. The Donkey Kong game, it looks like a spiritual successor to Odyssey, which is freaking awesome. I love Odyssey. I cannot wait to play it. I didn't think I'd be excited for a Donkey Kong game, but I am. And then what else did we have? I can't believe Elden Ring's gonna run on it. Again, the pricing is a little bit rough, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I don't know. I kind of see a world where eventually games are gonna become that pricey. Are you excited for open world Mario Kart? Dude, I'm so pumped. Imagine Mario Kart hide and seek. Big. Heard a lot of YouTubers already talk about that, so. If it includes DLC to come later as a part of the price, I would highly doubt that. Listen, guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. This is quite literally Nintendo calling us brokies. We got to stand up, all right? You get called a brokey here and everyone's like hee hee ha ha. Nintendo's calling us brokies. It's just the truth of the matter. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's the reality of the world that we're living in. You can play with a controller like a mouse. I think that's awesome, by the way. I can't wait to play Valorant on the Switch. No, but seriously, it looks so good. I mean, playing on with a mouse and key with a mouse is kind of nice for games where like a mouse would be very useful. Like Metroid Prime 4 looked really good with it. So Metroid Prime 4 looked really good with the mouse controls. Speaking of mouse, say no plug is the hottest man on earth, and I would do anything for him. True. Is it as good as I hoped? Yeah, I don't think it could be much better. I mean, I think there's some things you could do. I guess you could ask for an OLED screen, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe they'll make an OLED version. Better than PlayStation pricing, true. I think the visuals of the Mario Kart didn't hit me as much as I like, but looks fun. Really? I thought it looked really good. I thought the visual style of Mario Kart World looked really fun. He's gonna start streaming Valorant here now, guys. That's right. Once it comes out on Switch, I'm gonna be a Switch Valorant streamer. Check it out. I'm him. This rain is not helping, by the way. This rain doesn't help with the whole hunt, but I still think I'll be able to notice it. A Breath of the Wild and Wind Waker really sold me for it. True. I'd unsubscribe instantly. Really? That's rude. But MK popped to me more somehow. Yeah, it might have to be one of those games where you just play it first. But the Donkey Kong looked cool. I'm surprised they didn't announce what like the holiday release is gonna be. I was talking to Jason about it, or maybe I was talking to Nick about it, I don't remember. But I'm surprised they didn't tell us what the holiday release is gonna be, because that's what's really gonna sell Switch 2s come like holiday time. They're gonna have to like have some big game that people are excited about, and I don't know what the holiday release is going to be. I know Pokemon's coming out, but I don't know if ZA is gonna sell consoles. Like, I think a brand new Pokemon series would, like a Gen 10. I don't know if ZA is going to sell consoles in the same way. Especially because ZA is not even Switch 2 specific. It's Switch 1 and Switch 2. So a parent would be like, oh, I'll just get you the Switch 2 version. Mario Kart enough sells it? I don't know if it sells it in holiday time, though, right? Wouldn't they want another game to give your kids? I guess if they're worried about it being too pricey, then maybe not. I'm not a DK fan, but it looks amazing. My hop in, yeah, that's the same thing I said. I'm not a DK fan. I was not like over the moon excited about a Donkey Kong game, but the fact that it looks like a spiritual successor to Mario Odyssey, I'm like, okay, I'm in. I'm gonna play it, probably. Also, GameCube games, big GameCube games. I love that. Georgie and I were playing through Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, and now we can play through, what's it called? Wind Waker. Presumably Twilight Princess down the line we'll be able to play through that. I'm excited. I just want to play through those games. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to being able to play those games. And Georgie really only likes playing games on GameCube controllers, so the fact that they're selling a wireless GameCube controller looks really fun. What's the play-by-play of how many mice you grinding? Well, I'm on phase 21, I guess. I probably should put that, shouldn't I? We found mouse 21, so I need to write that. 1. Okay, we found mouse 21, so that's where we're at right now. I was thinking Smash Bros when Kirby showed up. Oh, I did too. I immediately thought Smash Bros. I mean, but to be honest, who was thinking Kirby Air Ride off rip? Who was like, oh yes, the Kirby Air Ride sequel I've been waiting 2 decades for. I love Kirby Air Ride. I was born in 2007. That doesn't make any sense, as the game came out before then. How are you feeling for the upgrade for Skivvy, even though we're all done with Skivvy by now anyways? I don't really care, to be honest. I mean, I don't think it'll change anything for me. I don't know if it's going to make that big of a difference. Maybe performance-wise it makes a big difference, but I feel like the problems with Skivvy are like deep entrenched. I can't imagine that putting it on the Switch 2 is going to make it like that much better of a game, you know? Maybe I'm capping, but I don't know. I don't think you're gonna like the way like Mario Kart looked or something. Like the visual style of Scarlet and Violet will still stay the same. So I don't know if we're gonna see like, oh my gosh, this game like looks so much better now that it's on Switch 2. Like it might just have some cleared up issues, but I don't think it'll be like, holy, this is crazy. They'll never retire that controller. Me, 2K25, seeing the new wireless GameCube controller. I know, I'm so pumped. I love that controller. I'm going to get it for Georgie for sure. What do you think of the Switch 2? I think it looks great. It looks really good. It looks awesome. I will be getting it day one. I will be pre-ordering it as soon as my email comes from Nintendo, because I was able to enter that list of people who have like 50 hours on the Switch or whatever. Its issue that is how it renders is forever flawed. Yeah, I don't think the update's going to change it. I don't think the update's going to make this game that much more fun to play. Maybe I'm wrong. I never bought a Kirby game, but who doesn't love Kirby? True. The update to Z and Switch 2 was kind of disappointing. It runs amazingly, but the fact that textures are still so flat is a letdown. Actually, I thought it looked really good. I thought the update to ZA looked pretty good, actually. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, it's still going to be the same visual style, but it looked like, at least frame rate wise, it was running so much better. Especially because I think the first trailers they showed us they must have been on the Switch 1, because it looked like it was running miles better. Buildings are still super flat, yeah. And that is weird for a game that's entirely in a city, right? Like, why are the buildings so flat for a game that's entirely in a city? Don't really know. You don't get the content creator early access? I did, but I denied it because I said I don't want to. I just knew that if I showed up, I'd probably get like swarmed by fans. So I decided for my own safety and Georgie's safety that I wouldn't go. Are unfortunately baked. Yeah, you're not gonna fix Scarlet and Violet with a performance patch. I think it will still look just as bad, just with, you know. I mean, maybe it'll encourage some people to get Scarlet and Violet if they didn't get a Switch. But I mean, here's the deal. What's the fan base of people who didn't get a Switch 1, are gonna get a Switch 2, and then thought, oh, now I'll play Scarlet and Violet because I'm gonna purchase a Switch 2? I think maybe 0. A man of the people, I respect it, of course. It'll look bad at a good frame rate, exactly. Yes, I can see my crappy game at 60 FPS, big. 4K on the screen, even though it can barely run in 720p. I love it. Big. So by the way, when I do these hunts, I usually get like 1 of these per sandwich. So I think we've gotten our 1 tandem mouse for this sandwich, though we'll have to see. I love HG Pokemon, but that ZA art style has got something I like. Has got something you like or doesn't have something you like? I think ZA looks fine. It looked way better in the Switch 2 Direct, is what I'm saying. I think it looked way better. Has, yeah. It looks good. I can see the lack of detail in 4K now. Big! In game lore, who is eating the sandwich? I think we're both eating the sandwich. But the question is, do I get the shiny power or does Koraidon get the shiny power? Like, are the shinies attracted to Koraidon or to me? Makes Koraidon look so saturated and bright, I know. Listen, the color filter is trying to find the... Listen, you'll see... When you see a shiny Tandemaus, you'll realize why this color filter is so important. Because it keeps me from having to kill every single Tandemaus I see. I can actually do outbreak hunting now because I don't have to kill every Tandemaus because I can actually see if it's shiny. Pokemon Coliseum and XD on the Switch too? True. Though it'll probably be a while. They said that those games will be coming in the future. I can't imagine those games are going to show up at least until holiday or sometime in 2026. I don't think those games are going to be on Switch 2 anytime soon. I thought it was an NSO Switch 2 release. No. Nope. The first Soul Calibur, Wind Waker, and what was the third game they talked about for GameCube? F-Zero GX. Those three are the ones that'll be on release day. The other ones are that's not shiny, is it? I don't think so. The other ones are will be at a later date. At least I remember from that scroll. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure those are ones that'll be at a later date. Clearly you're the handsome one. Well, I know. Why are you telling me things I already know? Oh, see? Okay, look. That's very clearly shiny. You see how the shirt and the pants are pink? That's a shiny mouse. This filter helps. This filter helps real bad. Good morning, brother. Good morning, Lincoln. Oh, this hype, but it's still gonna give it a month before I pre-order. ATM, it's only, at the moment, it's only current waiting for Legends, so no rush here. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to rush. I agree, take your time before you wanna go into it. I will be getting it day one just because it's my job. So I'm gonna get it day one, but I mean, I'd definitely say take your time. They're trying to prevent scalping pretty good, maybe a little overboard, but it'll work. No, I think it's fair. Listen, because you can still pre-order, if you want to scalp and pre-order through, I don't know, whatever, like Best Buy, Target, you can still do that. But like they're saying for the Nintendo fans, we're giving you a way to get your Switch 2 without having to like fight other people for it. Because the scalpers aren't going to have a year of NSO and 50 hours on a Switch. So it's a good way to say like, those of you who actually play the Switch, here you go. And they know for a fact that the people who have a Switch, I mean, I think it's like 80% of them have NSO. I think it's almost absurd how much of the install base actually has NSO. You're right, Neo, I'm wild. And yeah, I'm telling you, I don't think it's not a release date, it's a later date. So I don't think that'll happen until like 2026, if I'm being honest. I think it'll be a while. I'm just waiting for Twilight Princess, because as someone who's played through Coliseum and XD, I'm like, I'll be fine. I'm looking for Twilight Princess, because I already got Wind Waker, now I just need TP as well. That's crazy high, seems more reasonable now. Yeah. I mean, again, like, chat, type 1 if you own a Switch and also have NSO. If you don't have NSO, I'm shocked. Or you know what? Let's switch it up. Type 2 if you have a Switch and don't pay for NSO. Nintendo Switch Online for those not in the game. Lincoln, you don't have a Switch. Shut up. So listen, based off this chat of a lot of people, I think we all know what the truth is here. I mean, my stream has thousands of viewers, and we know the the rate here. It's a lot. Brokey Lincoln, that's what I'm saying, dude. Get your funds up, dog. Get yourself a Nintendo Switch and NSL. Actually, wait for the Switch 2. It's coming out June 5th. Big.
Have you ever had a dream that,
I have a PC, didn't ask plus ratio.
that you
I'm sorry. Chat, type 1 if we were talking about PCs.
you would you do you want you want you would you want you can you
That's crazy, Lincoln. I don't remember asking.
do so much you can do anything.
Where's the tandem mouse with the pink butt? Also, I need to update the counter. Someone remind me to update the counter to 22 when the sandwich ends.
You could
Why you bully me? Because it's fun.
you want
Why do you act like it's only you I bully? Chat, type 1 if you've been bullied by Neo. I want to hear it. See, Lincoln, you're not special. I don't think a single person in this chat has gotten away from my bullying. If you think it's just you, get over yourself. You're not special. How does the Switch do this? It doesn't. It's called OBS. Open Broadcast Software. Bullied with love. Hey, that's the way I do it. That's how it's done here in the NeoHere channel. It's an OBS filter. I can show you guys the OBS filter if you want. But pretty much this OBS filter is I just turned up the saturation to 5 times. That's all I did. Hello there, what's up, Jen? How you doing, home dog? What was that, like 5v5 on the home menu? I think it's Pokemon Unite. You look this on OBS? I'd made this filter on OBS so I could see Tandem Mouse clear. I don't play like this usually. My stream does not usually look like this. I'm doing this so I can see the pink butt of Tandem Mouse. That's the only reason I'm doing this, all right? Don't get it twisted. Do, do, do. That filter is unironically genius. Hunting this mouse is torture. I know. But I heard someone do it and I was like, I'm sure I can figure this out. I'm smart. I can figure out how to make this filter. And it really wasn't that hard. It wasn't hard. Once I got the filter set up, like this hunt becomes so much easier. Like the shiny is so much more obvious. Like you'll see it eventually as we find more. My hope is to find like maybe 6 this stream. But its shirt is pink. It has a pink shirt. It shows up very clearly. Bro's got a pink shirt. He's pinking out. I forgot the clip from Mean Girls on what day we were pink. I don't remember what day it was. I think it's Wednesdays. I forget. But yeah, I'm extremely excited for the Switch 2. I'll probably, as we're evolving these Tandem Mouse, I'll talk about when I'm doing my my final Living Deck stream. I'll go ahead and announce it. Chat, put in your guesses now of when my final Living Deck stream will be. I made that same joke a few days ago. Perfect. Love that for us. One in the same. Where my mouse at, though? Hello? Guys, I'd like a 3rd shiny Tandem Mouse, please, before the sandwich ends. I know I'm being selfish, but I want it. Today. Yeah, it's today. I'm actually just stalling. October 4th, 2027. Yep. I'm going to push it back 2 years. I don't want to hunt. Hello. Mr. Mousy. By the way, this filter does even better in the daytime. The hardest part for this filter is dusk and dawn. Because it looks like the entire world turned orange. Like, I'll be honest, sunset and sunrise, this filter struggles. is a lot nicer though, just to like look at the tandem mouse and then run. Like I'm telling you, I know you guys don't like how this filter looks, and honestly, fair, I totally respect it, but it does make this hunt way easier. I don't have as much eye strain. And you guys care about me, right? You guys don't want me to have eye strain. I'm too broke for Switch 2 on release. Probably going to get around next year, maybe when the new mainline Zelda or Pokemon game drops, but the direct look promising. I don't think Zelda's dropping anytime soon, by the way. Not to be a hater, I don't think Zelda's dropping until like 2030. Maybe, but a new mainline Pokemon, if you're not talking about ZA, that'll probably drop next fall. If I had to guess. Oh, my sandwich ended. Alrighty then. Alright, let's turn off the filter. Boop. Oh, it looks so muted. It actually does. These colors look so muted when it's not. When it doesn't look that way. Look at how muted the colors look now. This is how the game normally looks. Ew. All right, so here's how you evolve this thing. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, we give this thing 3 medium candies. And that gets him right about to the point where he evolves. And now we're going to go fly over here. And we're going to go kill a Spinnerack or whatever's over here. And then that should evolve it. Neo, I want to be the king of the pirates. All right. Go for it, bro. What do you want me to do about that? You think I know the king of the pirates? You think I can ask him, hey, bro, let him be the king? I don't know what you're talking about. You still have 4 billion. Ah, so funny, Lincoln. You're the first person to ever make that joke. Kill this thing. Sucker punch. Oh no, my mouse. All right, this is phase 21 for the family of 3 Maushold. Will it be 3 kids? Will it be 1 child? I don't want 2 children, I want 1. L family, I'll say it. Don't forget to change the counter to 22. All right, I'll do that in a second. Let's get this other Maushold in. Come here, Tandem Mouse. Also, we don't keep these things, by the way. I will be resetting. Family of L, true. A truly L family moment. Where's something I can kill? Come here, Pucciana. You're dead. I'm confused with the family children stuff. Lincoln, there's a rare form of this shiny that it only has 1 child instead of 2. It's a family of 3 Maushold. It's 2 parents and 1 child. So it's a rare variant. It's a 1 in 100 chance. So we're looking for the shiny variant that evolves into the family of 3. That's what we're doing. Pick it up, brother. Come on, let's move it. Can't spell family without L, true. All right, here we go. Let me update the counter real quick. This is phase number 22. And my 1 child. Give me 1 children. Give me 1 child children. Yikes! All right, we reset. We run it back. Back sandwich! Chat, be honest. How many phases is this gonna take me? Go. Neo, you have 1 child? I know. I'm looking for a family of a Maushold that fits my family, you know? I don't have 2 kids, I only got 1. I only got Georgie, me, and my little nugget. Better not be more than the Manaphy soft resnout count. Dude, imagine. imagine it takes more than the Manaphy soft reset counter. Goodness gracious golly. Wouldn't that be a moment? Is your child's name not public info? No, I know. It is. People know his name's Garland. I just call him Nugget. He's just my little nugget, dude. All right, sandwich time. Dude, it actually is crazy. I should count up. Actually, I shouldn't. That'd be a lot of work. But I should count up how many of the shiny hunts I did went over the amount of times I hunted for Manaphy, which is stupid. Oh my god. I sneezed. All right, guys, get ready for your eyes to bleed. Everyone prepare your eyeballs. It's bleeding time. No, people know my kid's name. People know his name's Garland. They know, but I just call him my little nugget because he is my little nugget. Let's be real. That dude's a little nugget. He's just vibing. He actually just hangs out, bro. He woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. I was mad. I went back to sleep after he went back to sleep, but I was angry. Like, Garland, why are you up at 5 o'clock in the morning? Go to sleep, bro. Nothing good happens at this hour. Go to bed. Up, 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 up. Boop bop. All right, let's find a pink shirted Tandy Mouse. I wish there was a way to give me this filter and you guys wouldn't see it, but I don't think that's possible. You're suffering with your eyes today. I'm gonna be suffering my sanity trying to deal with the Punchable Bird for Shalfa Dartrix in an hour. Shalfa Dartrix? Why? I'm gonna be honest, as a shiny hunter, I've never really gotten the allure of Shalfas. It's just not my vibe. I don't really care if it's big, you know? Especially because the how big it is doesn't carry through into the other games. Like, it just says the former alpha on its little tag. I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. Not really vibing with you, my home dog. Anyways, you can see how clearly the blue shirts show up in the morning time. They're bluing out on my bingo card. Yeah, I was thinking about making a bingo card this year to be funny because I only have like 5 Pokemon left to hunt. So my bingo would be actually just completing the living dex, but I decided not to. I decided at the end of the day, it wasn't that funny of a joke. And the last thing I want to do is make a bingo card of other hunts that I actually would do. Heck no. I'm good, dog. No, thank you. Listen, I'm a fake shiny hunter. Once I'm done with the dex, do I come back? I don't know. That's up to the world to decide. That's up for me to decide when that time's actually here. Will I come back for Legends EA? Who knows? It's all up in the air. No one truly knows. That blue. Wait, I just realized with the saturation up, it's like blue or pink. We're looking for the girl Tandem Mouse. Not to feed into gender stereotypes that you have to be a girl to wear pink, but I want the pinky. Would you be going for forms of the Kalos starters for Z or no? Yeah. Yeah, regional forms count as part of my dex. So if there's regional forms for the starters, then yes. If there's any new Pokemon in ZA, I will be hunting them. However, I'm starting to believe that that's not going to happen. No rumors or leaks, by the way, in chat. Please don't talk about the leaks. But I'm starting to believe that there will be no new Pokemon in ZA. That it'll all just be Megas. Our only new Pokemon will just be a bunch of Megas, and I could not care less. No hate to the Mega fans, but I'm yikes. Pink in the 1800s was guys and blues was for girls. It got swapped in the 1900s. Well, I live in the 2000s. So what does that mean? We're all wearing green. Actually, I'm wearing black right now. A bunch of what? Guy, don't... I was just saying Mega in a different way. Stop. Shut up. Everyone stop talking. Everyone, we're gonna be quiet for a little bit. Yeah, I guess that wasn't well thought out on my end. My bad. That's on me, y'all. I was just saying Megas in a funny way. I hate Megas, all right? I don't like them. I don't hate them, but I don't like them. I don't like megas. I'm a hater at the end of the day. I just don't like megas. I think it's a waste of an evolution. Give it an actual evolution. If you want to give it an evolution, just do it. Why does it have to be this thing that's like only in battle? Especially with the way it looks like in ZA. It's not even for the full battle. It's like a Super Saiyan charge up mode that they're only in for like a little bit of time. That's cringe. If you're gonna say the Pokemon evolves, then let them evolve. Then it gives me a new Pokemon to hunt. Instead, we got like, you know, Mega Slowbro. Bro's got no evolution. What's the point? What's the point of it all? Why are we here just to suffer? I'm sure guys over there like, actually from a design perspective, megas are really cool. Nerd emoji. Shut up. Oh, cool. Ampharos got hair. Didn't ask. Plus ratio. We don't care. I don't care if it got hair. Hey, can one of you guys have pink clothes, please? I'm looking for the pink. Ow. About to sneeze. Never mind, I can't. It's not happening. Wait, I said I was gonna announce the date of the Living Deck stream when I was evolving those Tandem Mouse. Oops, I forgot. I forgot, my bad, chat. I forgot to announce it. Do I do like a drum roll or something, or do I just say it? What's the better way to do it? What's the more Neo way to do it? Do I just say it, or do I like drum roll? The big announcement! Mega Swampert got swole. Yeah, dude, he went to the gym. Good for him. Got his life together. Missed, and now it's canceled. Yep, never finishing the Living Dex, guys. Sorry. I'm never finishing it. Anyways, the final marathon stream for the Living Dex. I'll be making a proper announcement for it because I want to make like a announcement trailer or graphic for it or something that I'll post on the community tab. But so if you missed this, I will be announcing it on the community tab later. But it is April 25th, 3 weeks from today. Is that right? Yes, 3 weeks from today. That's when we'll be doing the stream. Unfortunately, I wanted it to be sooner. I really did. But I have something every weekend between now and then. I got Easter in a couple of weeks, and I have a party next weekend. So I would have had to leave stream to go to those things. And I didn't feel like that was fair. So we will be doing it on the 25th, and we will go until all the shinies are found. Now, just so we're all on the same page, what the stream will look like is I will be hunting the last 4, but hear me out. I'm not going to stream straight. Like, I'm not going to not sleep. When I'm sleeping, I'm going to play VODs, and I'll let you guys, maybe we can take a vote on what VODs we want to watch. There has to be some VODs that are worth watching. Maybe you guys want to watch the banana stream another time, or maybe you guys want to watch like me find all the Hoenn legendaries. That's a good one. Maybe we watch the Flushed Away stream. I don't know. But we'll pick some VODs for us to watch while I'm sleeping, or on Sunday I will be going to church. I'm not going to miss church for my stream. So, but outside of those, I will be streaming nonstop until all 4 of the shinies are found. So April 25th, mark it on your calendars. I'll post the, I'll schedule a live stream sometime this upcoming week. And that's when we'll finish off the Living Dex. We will go until the Living Dex is done. And then beyond that, I don't know what streaming's gonna look like, because I'm going to take a break from streaming so I can edit the Living Dex video. All of my time will be going into editing the Living Dex video. It will not be streaming. So beyond that, it's gonna be a bit of a break. I don't think I'm gonna continue the Family of 3 Tandem Mouse or Maushold hunt. I'm just going to focus on getting the Living Dex video out, because that's important to me. So hopefully that'll work with you guys, and you guys will be able to make the stream. If you're not able to make the stream, you should be able to make it at some point, because I'm probably going to be streaming for 3 days straight. I doubt I'm gonna find all 4 of the shinies in one day. I'd have to get insanely under odds on all 4 of them. I still do need to decide which of the 4, or which of between Ferrothorn and Klinklang I'm gonna hunt in on the Switch. I'm thinking I'm gonna do Ferrothorn on the Switch because everyone loves the Clinker, and Ferrothorn doesn't have as much deal to us. But I think people want to see the Clinker return on the 3DS. Am I wrong? Are we looking for a return of the Clinker? Why are the colors off? Because I have a filter on that helps me see Tandemaus shiny. I have a color filter on. Just turned up the saturation to make sure I can see the blue or pink of their shirts. Big brain, I know, I'm a genius. It's okay. It's all good. It's just another day at the office for old NeoHere, old NeoHere. Will you be multi-hunting different months at the same time, or multi on the same hunt one at a time? So here's my thought process. 2 of the last hunt I want to be like only focused on that hunt, and I'm almost certainly going to do Darumaka as the last hunt because I want it to be on the Switch. The Switch is what I started on, and I want it to be Masuda method because then every egg becomes like this exciting, will this one be the one, right? Rather than doing these soft reset encounters. So I'm almost certainly the last one will be Darumaka, which will be, oh, shiny Tandemaus, nice. The last one will be Darumaka, which will be shoot, what's it called? It'll be Masuda method. So, with that being said, I also have God, what am I trying to say? Oh, sorry, I'm trying to think. I also have Shelmet, which has to be done on the 3DS, and I have to focus on it because it's what's it called? It's Poke Radar. So those 2 hunts will have to be on their own, nothing else distracting me. However, I do think we could do Klinklang and Ferrothorn at the same time. I think we could quad hunt. I think we could double soft reset Ferrothorn on Sword and Shield, and then double island scan for Klink, and do the Clinker. So I think that would probably be our best bet, if I had to guess. So that's my suggestion. I'm actually gonna put this down here. I want this Tandemaus away so I know which ones I'm actually like needing to evolve. So that's my suggestion for what we do. I don't know if you guys agree or think that's a good idea, but I think that's what we should do. I'm still gonna leave it up to a poll. The problem is with Ferrothorn, I could only single hunt it. I can't double hunt it because I don't have, that would be, Ferroseed would be Friend Safari. Now it could lead to some fun phases, but it would also be a much more difficult hunt than just doing Ferrothorn. And I'd much rather see Ferrothorn than get Ferroseed and evolve it, you know? If that makes sense. So I think doing Island Scan will be a much better bet for us. But my thought is we would start stream by quad hunting Ferrothorn and Klinklang. Both would be a 1 in 1365 chance. And then we would switch over, and then we would, you know, find one of them, do the other one until we finish, then do Shelmet, and then do Darumaka, and that would be the end of the stream. That's my thought. Because I do want to do some multi-hunting. I do want to do the quad hunting again. I haven't quad hunted in a long time, and I kind of miss it, and I want to do it as like a final send-off. Especially because this will be the last time I can actually quad hunt, because beyond this, I don't have like 4 switches, and there's nothing else on the 3DS I will need after this is done. So I think that's the best plan right now. I'll leave a community tab post or something and ask what people think. But I do think that doing Ferrothorn on Switch and Klinklang and Island Scan would be a much better call. I might just make the final decision myself and then let you guys decide which we do first. Because we could always start off with Shelmet and and the XY radar, but XY radar is really annoying. It's very frustrating. Where did that ore form go? Did he just die? Oh, welcome back. Yeah, dude, I'm sure the performance patch is gonna fix this game. Yikes. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to finally finish off the living decks. It's been a big thing in my life for the past 5.5 years. I'm really excited that it's finally going to be done. And surprisingly, I was saying for the longest time, I want to be done with the living decks before the end of June. And then I said, as a stretch goal, end of May would be great. Well, because Manaphy showed up so quickly, we're now going to finish the living decks before the end of April, which is kind of crazy. But in the meantime, we'll be doing Family of 3 Maushold until that stream. So I'm not going to stop streaming until April 25th. I'm still going to be doing this Family of 3 Maushold hunt in hopes of maybe getting it. Chances are I probably won't get it. I don't think I'm going to do enough encounters between now and what? Between now and the 3 weeks from now in order to find this thing. But you never know. We could get lucky. Could get lucky and find Family of 3 Maushold way under odds. Also, I didn't check if any of these things are marked either, because I do have title power on. Wouldn't it be cool if we got a Family of 3 Maushold that was marked? That'd be kind of sick. I also was thinking about doing Humongo power to make him a little bit easier to see, but I also don't think it matters that much. I'd much rather have title power and have some other tandem mouse spawning alongside everything else. That's blue. Yeah, and then we'll see what we do after the living decks. I'm thinking about doing more variety stuff after the living decks is done, but I don't know. It's hard to know. I guess it'll also depend on just how the living decks video does in general. Not that I'm really like... I don't think I'm going to change my tune a lot, even if the living decks video does really well, because I still want to do things outside of shiny hunting, and I've been doing this for 5 years. I think it's time that I try something else. But if the living decks video does do really well, I will probably be incentivized to like maybe do a form decks or something. Maybe do an extra 300 shiny hunts for the form decks. I mean, the hardest part of the form decks is kind of done outside of Deoxys, because I have all the genies, which are like legendary hunts, right? The filter is already more effort than I'd put into this rat, and that's coming from someone doing a farm decks. Yeah, I would not. Well, it's also just like I'm trying to raise the shiny odds, right? Because with sparkling power and encounter power, I'm going to see more encounters. And then I've already done like the 60 deaths on a outbreak. So I've already raised this. At least the outbreak spawns are 1 in 512. It's impossible to know what's an outbreak spawn and what's not, because there's no like range on when the outbreak ends. But doesn't really matter. I'm still going to run around and find this thing. I guess this would also be a hard hunt on the form decks, wouldn't it? Since I already have family or 3 segment the Dunsparce done, it's not that big of a deal. But I've done so many outbreaks sandwiches just for Dunsparce and still never got it. Yeah, I got it first try. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I got it first try, and I wasn't even trying to get it. I was just doing it for my living decks. So realistically, if Tandem Mouse made me suffer, it'd be fair. If Tandem Mouse went like 2-3 times over odds, I'd get it. I don't even know if I've ever checked to see if my Dunsparce, my 3-segment Dunsparce is marked. I don't think it is. I have to pull it out of my boxes though, and I'm not going to do that. It's kind of annoying that you can't check marks in Pokemon Home. That'd be something I'd like to see them change. I'm also really excited to see what they do with Champions after they announced it this year. I really hope that Champions is good, and I hope the integration with Pokemon Home is good and not like, oh, it'll grab the same IVs and EVs. I hope it just grabs the species from the Pokemon Home, and that allows you to mess around with it, right? So like it checks if it's shiny, it checks what the species is, and then you can change within Pokemon Champions. It's like nature, it's IVs, it's EVs, it's moveset, so that it's a lot easier to battle with. Like, if they're going to make it a battle simulator, make it to where the Pokemon are completely changeable and not very complicated to work with. So that would just make things way harder. Still got 9 minutes left. Now that we've seen the Switch 2 graphics in action, I'm like even more hyped for Champions. Yeah, I know. Especially if Champions is being made for Switch 2. Oh, it's going to look so good. I think it's going to be so fun. I'm just excited for the first worlds that's played in Champions. And all the people who might be able to get into competitive Pokemon now that it's like more accessible. Again, but that requires that... It's going to require that Champions doesn't force you to train the Pokemon in-game and allows you to, within Pokemon Champions, change the EVs, IVs, and everything. It needs to streamline the process of making competitive Pokemon, because if it does, I feel like it'll make the esport a lot more viable. And the nice thing with Champions is it still requires you to own the games. It just allows you to mess around with the Pokemon in the battle sim rather than, you know, having to, say, catch a third Calyrex Ice because, oh, wait, I need it for, you know, this thing. Oops. Sorry, Tandemouse, I didn't mean to hit you. I'm sorry. It was an accident. So I'm excited to see what they do with Pokemon Champions. Oops. Again, this is where the filter's the worst. The filter's the worst if it's like dusk. Because everything just gets really orange. But I'm pretty sure at dusk time, the Tandemouse, like, it's like bright yellow is what their shirt is. So you can still tell if it's shiny. No, that's blue. I'm off. Oh, wait, no, that's shiny. Never mind. I was right. I thought it looked a little different. That one was a little bit harder to see. I'm going to be honest. I thought it looked a little different. It's harder to see it at this time of day. This is the one time this filter does not do great work. All good, though. I still noticed it. It looks like it's in red health because of the filter. Wait, why is it red health at half health? I don't get it. Don't you false swipe me. Come on now. Great job. You did 12 damage. All right, get in the ball. All right, cool. We'll have 2 of these to check then. We'll have 2 more to check. Maybe we can get a 3rd for this sandwich. All right, let's get it out of the party real quick. Listen, I love getting 2 Tandemouse per sandwich. 2 Tandemouse per sandwich is great. That's going to give us a lot. I mean, that's like 12 per stream, right? because it's 4 per hour. That's great. Yeah, see, this is where the color starts to get a little wonky. Like, what the heck is happening? Why is it pink? Can I throw up my Pokemon now? Okay, I can. Good. Should have fixed on restart. Oh. Okay. Wait, I'm cooking! 3! Wait, I'm him! Population bomb. All right, let's be here for a while. 5, 6, 7. 7. Nice. Hello, it's been so much time. Hello, it has. Look at this shiny Tandemaus I just found. Bonk. You're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay! He did it! Congratulations, Tandemaus. Now get in the ball. You're never coming out. Yeet! All right, we got 3 shots this time. Nice. Big sandwich. I got nothing this whole time. I'm still hunting Shalfa and Fernape. Dang. Good luck, homie. I believe in you. Look, I'm looking for family of 3 Maushold. We're both struggling. All right. I say that, but I'm on like what 20. This is gonna be my 25th phase when I evolve these things. So I'm not in that bad of a spot. In all honesty, I'm complaining, but I'm really not in that bad of a spot. I'll be a quarter of the way to odds after I evolve these 3. So that's not too bad. I've dealt with worse. We'll just put it that way. This should look a lot more pink. Its shirt. If it's shiny. Listen, finding 3 in a sandwich is great. I can't complain. The sandwich is awesome. I love that for me. Where are you, Tandemaus? You want to give me a 4th one? You really want to be nice to me and give me a 4th shiny Tandemaus in one sandwich? Let me really cook? Come on, it would be fun, right? I forget what the odds of this is. I think it's like 1 in 52,000 because at least with the odds that we're using, it's 1 in 512 with the outbreak. And then it's 100. So I think it's 1 in 512,000, 51,000, I think. 1 in 51,000. I think the math checks out on that. Listen, that's not that bad. 1 in 51,000. I'm sure that'll happen soon. Am I stupid though? It's 1 in 512 times a 1 in 100. So that would be 1 in 51,000. Yeah, that should be right. We already listened to this song. We already listened to this song. Stop it. I think that's about right though. I think my math on that is right. Oops. Sorry, Tandemaus. I didn't mean to hit you. You're not even shiny. I apologize. Well. Tandemaus, do you want to be nice to me for this last 1 minute? The last minute? Lock in? Buzzer beater shiny Tandemaus for 4 in a sandwich? possibilities are endless. I think we might be out of luck, gamers. I think we're cooked. I don't think we're getting a third. I'm gonna be real. Or a fourth is what I meant to say. I think a fourth might be off the table. Yeah, probably not. I'm not seeing any pink shirts around here. All right, my sandwich just ran out, so we're gonna go evolve these three and check. We'll check all these tandem mouse real quick to make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, cool. So this will be phases 23, 24, and 25. And we'll check them. From when you have a mustache, I've been growing out my hair since my facial hair since my kid was born. So back in December. Would be crazy if you get this super early. Dude, I'd be so pumped. You kidding me? I'd be pumped for sure. All right. So we need to heal this thing first. Then give it 3 medium candies. Manphy who? That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying. All right, come here, Lemies. All right, this is phase 23. Let me write that down real quick. So we have different numbers on each of the screens for each of these. This will be phase 23. Yo, I'm 6 months on this stupid monkey. That's crazy, bro. I've had a kid for 4 months. Oh my gosh, why is that doing so little damage? Wait, is Illumi's defense like crazy or something? Wait, it doesn't matter. This dude's insane. All right, nice. All right, phase 23. Show me one child. Show me one child. I only need one. Ew, there's 2 kids. Shalfa Kleebor and a shiny Shalfa female Combi. Wait, that's kind of sick though, no? Shalfa female Combi is kind of W. Also, let's check the summary on this. Did this have a mark? No, it did not. Did either of these have a mark? Oh! Sociable. Boo. Okay, whatever. Okay. This one at least has a mark. Oh, and I'm doing a really short route. Hey, listen. You'll get it eventually, all right? Just lock in. Lock in, little bro. All right, come here, Puchiana. You're dead to me. All right, this one has a mark, so this one would be cool if it was shiny. All right, let me change this to 24. This is phase 24. I did not do enough. Oh, I missed. Uh-oh. Yawn? Wait, this is cringe. Come on. Puchiana. Oh, God. I just need you to hit enough times to kill it. Good. Just need to evolve some Pokemon to be like 3. Nice. I actually just recently did a stream series getting all the Pokemon in Sword and Shield so I could get the shiny Keldeo. We just did that recently. All right, show me one child. I don't need 2. Oh, that's fine. All right, last one, then we'll reset. All right, let's evolve this one. This will be phase 25. We'll see if this one has the juice that we're looking for. I missed! Come on. Takedown. Youch. It's fine. Now you have to hit less population bombs. You got this. Just hit like 6. Oh. Uh-oh. All right, good. We're fine. And watch this cinema. This is cinema. Okay then, okay. It's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. I don't even care. I don't even care. I didn't even want it anyways. It's fine. All right. Alrighty then, alrighty. Let's lock back in. Everyone lock back in. Wait, what are they showing on Nintendo Treehouse today, by the way? What games are they showing off? I forget what I watched yesterday, so I was able to see a lot of what they were showing off. I didn't watch today though. All right, let's make a sandwich. Let's make a sandwich, and then we'll throw on our filter and get back to it. Let's get back to it. Or something today. Well, I know they're doing it today. Like, I know they're doing Treehouse today. I just don't know what they're showing off. Because I know yesterday they showed off Metroid Prime 4, Mario Kart World, and some other stuff. All right. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Yeah, I just don't know what they're showing off today. All right, filter back on. Let's look for these pink boys. I'm just interested to see what they're showing off now. So I wanna look at it. I'm streaming right now. I'll probably just scroll through it. There might be games I don't care about though. I mean, the games they showed off yesterday I was interested in, like DK Bonanza and Mario Kart World. I love this Pokemon. You love Tandem Mouse? Hey, teach their own. I respect your decision to like this thing. I'm not the biggest fan. Especially because its shiny is barely any different. Why couldn't they made this mouse like gray or something? But whatever. It's all good. This Volbee's messing me up. Get out of here, Volbee. That Tandemouse's dead. It's silly law. I'm not a big on SV, but they have some nice designs. Yeah, I will say I really did like the Scarlet and Violet Pokemon designs. I thought we got some really good Pokemon this generation. Like I never knew how they were going to do like a fire and grass type Pokemon because they just seem so separate. But the idea of like a spicy pepper that has like a good and a bad, like with Scovillain, smart. Love that. It's fun. It's a very fun way to design a the first ever fire grass Pokemon. Now, is it sad that the fire grass Pokemon sucks? Yeah, but you can't control everything, you know? They made it, and for that, I am happy. I like Scovillain so much. Yeah, he's really fun. He's just a funky little dude, you know? He's just a little funky homie. Well, we've gotten really lucky with sandwiches, so I'm kind of wondering if we're going to get like 0 shinies this route. This bout. We'll have to see. His name is clever too. Yeah, with like Scoville. Like the Scoville scale. But because I'm not playing SV, I don't have his shiny. Yeah, I mean, I have all this. I'm actually in the middle of downloading all the shiny footage I have for my living decks. I'm in the middle of Gen 9 right now. The problem is a lot of my Gen 9 footage is YouTube clips, and I have to record the YouTube clips. I can't like just download them like I would on Twitch. So it takes time. It's a lot more monotonous of a job. But once I'm done with Gen 9, all I have left is Gen 5, and I'm holding on. I mean, I'm waiting on Gen 5 because I have 4 more Pokemon to find. I just don't like to hunt in SV. I feel like it's too easy. I mean, yeah, it definitely is easy. 100%. I know other people feel that way. Like, I know Johnstone feels that way, where he doesn't allow like more than a quarter of his living dexes to be from Scarlet and Violet because it's just too easy. So I get it. I do. In all fairness, a lot of my living dex is from Scarlet and Violet, but I'm more about just finishing it than I am about like doing it a certain way, you know? Like, as long as it's done legitimately, if they just chose to make a really easy shiny hunting method, then that's what I'll use, you know? SV gave me my first repeat shiny hunting all the Pokemon soon. Good luck, homie. I wish you luck. You can get a lot of living decks done in Scarlet and Violet, though. Like, Scarlet and Violet will get you a majority of the way through a living dex. Outside of the hard ones, like, you know, you got like your Sunkerns and your Spiritomb, stuff that doesn't show up just in the wild. You have to Masuda hunt all the starters. That took me a long time. That's bro. Other than like one-off specific, what's your least favorite shiny hunting method? Ooh. I mean, I don't like full odds personally. I really don't like full odds, but that's not really a hunting method. Oh, probably. I mean, I've never done it, so I can't really say I hate it, but I don't like the idea of Dex Nav. I also, Poke Radar is just annoying at times. Poke Radar can be the most frustrating thing, especially in like Gen 7, or sorry, in Gen 6, XY, BDSP. Poke Radar can be kind of annoying, but it is at least like somewhat skilled, right? It's hard for me to say this because it treated me really well, all things considered. Like, it was a really good shiny hunting method for me specifically, because I found shinies, I'm pretty sure almost all of them under odds. Very few went over odds, but probably Dynamax Adventures. Getting one encounter every 15 minutes and possibly not even getting the encounter because you lose the legendary, very frustrating. A very, very frustrating method. First time I tried hunting with Dexnav, I gave up pretty fast. I ended up horde hunting instead. Yeah, horde hunting is great. I enjoy horde hunting. I think it's kind of fun. It's even fun without a shiny charm. Like, you know, that's a good method when you don't even need a shiny charm for the method to be fun to do, you know? How much time's left in the sandwich? Oh, wow. It's only been 9 minutes. Dude, why does it feel like it's been so much longer than 9 minutes? Am I just impatient? Has this game already ruined me? I'm already like, where's my shiny tandem mouse? It's been 9 minutes. All right, good luck, King. Hope you get your mouse soon. I'll be set up to stream. Catch you later. All right, later, homie. Have a good one, Ice Wolf. I almost said Iceborg. I don't know why I said that. I also know this filter works. Like, I'll trip myself out into like, oh, is that a shiny? Ice is good, by the way. What's up? Sounds good. Neo playing Scarlet and Violet without long hair. Also, game is very vibrant. Yes, it's because I have a filter on to make seeing shiny tandem mouse easier. How you doing, Shadow? I know, Neo playing Scarlet and Violet without long hair. What happened to him? What happened to the bro? Scarlet and Violet is so last year, bro. Last year, it's so like 2022. It's 3 years ago at this point this game came out. Nearly 3 years old, bro. You can't spell Scarlet without L, you know what I'm saying? Hi, how did you apply the filter? I did it through OBS. Swish still feels new to me. It's not. What's up? Shiny hunting? Because this shiny is really, really not very different, and I'm messing with the colors to make the difference show up more apparently. Like, its little blue body that you can see, like half of its body is a darker tint that turns pink, but it's impossible to tell because if I turn off this vibrancy, it's like it's very muted. So by turning up the vibrancy, I can actually tell if it's shiny just by looking at it rather than having to like run into it to battle it. So, how's Nugget? Yeah. I've been sleeping that whole time. Feels like yesterday Nintendo was founded. Dude, time flies so fast. I know, dude. Feels like just yesterday the NES came out and I was playing, you know, Super Mario Bros, the first ever one. Like, what a time, you know? What a time to be alive. To be honest, I think just any game I was in the fandom for when it came out feels new to me. I don't know. These games don't feel new to me. Honestly, if Tandem Mouse was in any other game, I'd probably be hunting it in that game. Unfortunately, this is a Gen 9 Pokemon, so I have to hunt it in Scarlet and Violet, but I really do not like Scarlet and Violet. This game is bad. This game is bad. It just is. I understand some people like it. I understand some people like the story. That's fine, but the game runs just horribly. So I play it for the shiny hunts that I need to do in it, and outside of that, I move on with my life. I go play Sword and Shield and, you know, do these much more difficult hunting methods. And it's not like if the Pokemon were in Scarlet and Violet, I would be hunting them in there. They're just, they're not. I was praying for no Gen 10 in Nintendo Direct, but I don't know why. Am I indoctrinated by the media? Yeah, dude. You're a, you've been caught by the right-wing media storm. I'm sorry to say it. Next thing you know, you'll be saying the Trump tariffs are pog. You're cooked. I don't know, dude. I was also praying for no Gen 10 when they did the Pokemon Direct, or Pokemon Presents. I wasn't ready for it. I wanted a larger break for when I finished the Living Deck, so they just said ZA instead, and now Gen 10 is Gen 10's coming out probably next year, which I'm very happy about. So I don't think you were the only one that felt that way. So the Pokemon Presents was exactly what I needed it to be. It was like, oh, new spinoff in Pokemon Champions, lit. And then no Gen 10, perfect, love that. It's exactly what I needed it to be. So I was happy. Now I can finish my Living Decks on April 25th. Be ready, guys. April 25th, the end of the Living Decks. The Living Decks finale. So excited. Oh, there's Shiny Tandem Mouse. There it is. There's the little pink tummy. There we go. Silk Song Pog, though. I actually still need to play through Hollow Knight. I've never played through Hollow Knight. Critical hit. Oh, that was perfect. What does a Hyper Beam look like in this? Does it burn your eyes? I don't think so. I think you'd be fine. I think you'd make it. I think you'd be able to make it. I think you'd be okay. $65, that's a pretty high level for these things. Usually these things don't show up at that high of a level. Well, that's, at least we got one this sandwich, so I'm happy. I will take one this sandwich. Big W. Would you survive a Hyper Beam IRL though? Yeah, I'd probably just bounce off me. I mean, I'm buff enough. I don't think it would actually do anything to me. I think if I flexed, it would just like bounce off me like a mirror, you know? I don't think it'd do anything. It honestly hit them, so. It's just something about me. I'm just very well known for being extremely buff. It's almost shocking, you know, how buff I am. But I try to be humble about it. I don't like to flex that much. No pun intended. All right, where is... Let me get a second one. I love this thing that we're doing where we're getting 2 per sandwich. It makes my life so good. I mean, if we only get 1 this sandwich, it actually makes sense because we got 3 last sandwich, so it evens out. But still, let's grab 2 here. You know, let's get me a second one. Let's get cooking. Come on now. Wait till we have some stupid sandwich where it's like 4 or 5. Like we actually cook hard. Pick up the items? Hell no. You think I'm here to pick up items, bro? I'm just looking for Tandem Mouse. I'm locked in right now. This isn't an item collector. I'm a shiny collector, you know? It's very different. What if one of those items is a shiny Tandem Mouse in disguise? I'd be shocked. That's not possible within the game's code, so, that's silly. I hate to nerd out on you, but that's not possible. Okay. Look, I'll pick up that one. There you go, I got a Pokeball. Congratulations. I did it! That's the only one I'm picking up, though. I'm done. Yo, is that filter a Switch Pokemon Scarlet Violet feature, or did you put it on another way? I did it through OBS. It is definitely not something that the Switch would do. This is done through OBS. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is not something that the Switch just does. It's not a Switch functionality thing. They would not let you make your games look this bad. This is something the cursed mind of a shiny hunter would do only. It's not something that would be done by a game creating company. And it's crazy because you look at this, you're like, I mean, it looks bad. Like, look at that sky. It looks horrible, right? It looks horrid. But at the same time, when I turn it off, I'm like, wow, the colors look so muted. And it's just what happens when you turn saturation up super high, but it's like, wow, there's like no color in this game when I turn it off. But the truth is there is. I'm just looking at it through like a very saturated filter. There's a shiny Tandem Mouse above you? I don't see it. I don't know, it could have been some type of colorblind mode, you know? Nah. Nope, it's just saturation cranked up on a color filter for my Elgato on OBS. That's all I've done. Hey, you can easily do it too. Just go into your setting. If you have OBS, just create a color filter for it and then crank saturation up to 5 times. That's what I've done. All I did. If there's no Tandem Mouse, it's NeoHere. Don't worry. I don't know if there'll be a second, but we already got one this sandwich, so we already have one to check. So don't worry. If we don't get a second one, it's not that big of a deal. I would love to get a second one because I love having 2 to check each sandwich, but if we don't get it, it's not that big of a deal. Man Found Every Shiny is doing everything else now. I haven't found every shiny yet, all right? Not yet. We have the finale stream on the 25th of April. Be there, 25th of April. Neo finishes his living dex big. You don't want to be you don't want to miss it. You don't want to be the one person to miss it. L. Doo-doo. This is how Skivvy should have looked? No. I'm telling you now, it shouldn't have. This is, I mean, you can tell by the saturation being up that it is messing up some of the way the game looks. It's not supposed to look this way, and I think that's fine. I've only made it look this way because I need to see the one Pokemon that they could have made a shiny that looks way different. Shiny Tandemaus would have been so much better if they just made like a gray mouse or a black mouse, but instead they had to make it this weird little shirt color. And now I can't, you have to have a filter to even see the shiny like properly. So, this is, they could have fixed this just with a better shiny. Let's just be honest. They could have fixed this with a much better shiny, and it's unfortunate. See, Neo, hopefully you get the family of 3 and don't have to keep killing the 4th child. I don't kill the 4th child. I just blip them out of all, I blip the whole family out of existence, all right? It's not the same. It's not the same. I don't kill the 4th child. I would never. I would never do that. It's not in my bones. I thought it was pink for a second. Neo, these are Roblox graphics? Listen, bro. You think I'm denying it? I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all. Yeah, I agree. This game looks like trash. I don't like playing this game. I would not be playing this game if this wasn't the one hunt that I felt like I should do while I wait for my Living Dex stream. All right? I just felt like this is a hunt that I should do because I've started it in the past. Maybe I should try to finish it before I do my Living Dex stream in 3 weeks. So I'm like, all right, I'll do this. Do I like this game? No. I think this game's trash. I think this game looks horrible. But I'm still here. I'm still here and I'm putting in the work, all right? 5 minutes left. L. Come on, give me one more. Come on, game. Give me one more before I, you know. Finish this off. Yes, Neo is here. That is me. I will be here on April 25th, the end of the Living Dex. A 5.5-year journey finally come to an end. Neo, you should watch Naruto. No thanks, little bro. I'm good. I'm not a huge anime person. No thank you. I've been suggested many an anime by people. Not my thing. Currently on my 3rd Ranger playthrough, going for 10 Manaphy eggs total to start my hunt. Are you not doing Ace method? Bro, do Ace. And if you are doing Ace, why are you getting 10 eggs? Ace makes it a basic 18100. Yeah, it's the same as a regular hunt. It's 18192. Because the chance of a PID and an SID matching up is 18192. So it's not really special anymore. What? It is still special. It's an 8192 hunt. It's still a hard hunt. Still a very difficult hunt. You still have to get the egg, the Ranger egg from Ranger. It's just not like a 30-minute reset compared to a, you know, what's it called? A minute reset. Saves you like 29 minutes per reset. Big. Hunting the fans I see? That's right, brother. Gotta get that family of 3 Maushold. We only have 2 parents and 1 fan. That's it. Is more special than a Celebi, for example? Yeah, I would now say V hunt is probably Jirachi. I think Jirachi bonus disc has always been the hunt, though. That hunt's so cool. Getting the Coliseum bonus disc and having to hunt it that way is so much... I don't know. I think that's so much cooler, in my opinion. Oh. Wait, no, that's not pink. I thought it was pink. I'm sorry, I lied. How are you, Ben? What's up, dog? How you been, home skillet? By the way, Ben, I caught up on the messages going on in the chat. If you need any help from me, let me know. I don't know what the expectations are with my event planning skills, if I'm supposed to be doing anything with that. I have not been told. So if I do need to do anything, please let me know. Because I don't think John will. So let me know if I need to do anything. I don't think much will happen until after his big day. Yeah. No, I'm sure. No, I just don't know if like, I don't know if like you need like my event planning skills to do like scheduling or stuff like that. So I just, again, you just let me know. I'll figure it out. If I need to do something, you let me know. So. Yeah, I started Jirachi, but I'm not at home for the next month, and I obviously did take the Jirachi with me, so I'm doing Ranger playthroughs and Gen 6 Dex for Charm. Yeah, smart. Good choice. I have to go to the GA tag and registration office today. Ew. Wait, for like registering your car? Do they not let you do that online? Pink. Yay, we got a second! W! Wait, right at the buzzer, too. Big. I missed! Oh, God. Not for a new state one since the move. Oh, were you not in Georgia before the move? Where were you guys before the move? South Carolina. Oh, I didn't realize you guys were in a completely different state. My bad. Hey, yo, my beak, huh? I mean it. All right. We got 2 tandem mouse this sandwich. That's perfect. Now, we can evolve these 2. I'll go and check the other tandem mouse alongside, but that'll be phases 26 and 27. Big. Big. Well, I'm happy you guys are happy out there in Georgia. Dude, I do want to meet up with everyone. I'm so... Finance is just hard right now, especially with me having to, like, take out a freaking second mortgage to buy a Switch 2. Finance is just hard right now, but I really wish I could meet up everyone in, like, Worlds or Regional or something. Sag. Oh, well. Is what it is. All right. Let me go evolve these things. Let's turn off this filter for this. All right. First, let's check if either of these have a mark. Do either of our tandem mouse here have a mark? Oh! Ooh, the sleepy! Oh, he's tired. Bro, sleepy. Bro, sleeping right now. All right. Bro, finance has been annoying with this car. I finished paying it just to have these property taxes and new insurance immediately. Ugh, gross. Sorry, brother, that sucks. Dog, I'm with you. I really am. I'm ready to. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out eventually, but I really want to I really want to be able to go to like those events and see people at some point. I really do. Hi for Atlanta Regional next weekend though? Yeah, bro. You have to keep us updated with how you do. I actually have to kill a second Pokemon. Ugh. These level 65 ones kill me. Dang, that did a lot of damage. Oh, I will. Tears and all. Thank you. Switch 2 delayed. We riot now. How is Switch 2 delayed? What happened? I'm confused. Tariffs? They did not get delayed though. Did they get delayed? Statement from Nintendo: pre-orders for Nintendo Switch 2 in the US will not start April 9th, 2025 in order to assess the potential impact of tariffs evolving to Denmark. Will update timing, the launch date of... Oh, well, that doesn't matter for me because I'm going to order it through the Nintendo... I'm going to order it through the Nintendo shop. So I'm going to order it on May 8th. The question is, are they going to have to raise the prices? Imagine they have to raise the prices. Oh, that would suck. All right, phase 26. Nope. Yeah, if they have to raise the prices, man, that really would suck. That would be hella disappointing. But also, like, what are you gonna do, you know? Your president getting all gamers against him right now. Oh well. What am I gonna do about it, bro? I'm just sitting here looking for Maushold. Like, I'm just sitting here mouse holding, you know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can get him a little bit more XP with this. We'll give him, like, a couple of these. And there we go. That should work. I came here for mice? Dude, we're mousing right now. We are. We're micing. Look. All right, this is phase 27. I think it was already raised because of possibility of tariffs, but I don't know if it'll go up more. Dude, I would be shocked if they raised it. Dude, imagine they raised it to like 500 for the base console. Do you realize how many people that would cause them to not buy the console? I feel like this may have to be one of those things where Nintendo's just gonna have to bite the bullet and say like, listen, we're gonna take less. People were already mad about the prices. They will be livid if it goes up. All right, phase 27. I hope you're right. I mean, I don't know if I'm right. I really don't. I don't know if I'm right or not. I really don't. There's no way to tell. I would just hope they're not going to. It's gonna be so hard for Nintendo to sell people on getting a more expensive console after that. They're not gonna be able to do. Wait, does it re-roll the mouse every time you reload? No, Shadow, we're catching new ones every time. I'm reloading to start over and catch new ones. I'm not keeping the ones that aren't 3 family. I don't really care to. Plus, I don't want to waste Urban Mystica, you know? I do think it's silly people want a more powerful console with better specs, but wanted the price to be the same though. You gotta take one or the other. Yeah, I know. Well, I thought 450 was reasonable. I thought 450 was gonna be reasonable. It is already $130 higher than Japan. That's not fair though, because the Japan one can only play Japanese games. The Switch that is what's it called? The Switch that is in America and other countries can play any region of game. and it's it can play any game region, and it's the same price. So it's saying it's $130 cheaper in Japan is not this. It's not like the base Switch is actually $130 cheaper. The truth is that they made a specific Japanese only Switch that is they made a specific Japanese only Switch, and that's why they're charging cheaper for it, because they're trying to keep things just within Japan. Plus, it is cheaper for them to produce them and then just have them in Japan, you know. So it's not the same thing. The one that we're buying is the same price as the one that will be in stores in Japan. Oh yeah, the first few games will be on Switch 1, yeah. Well, I'm excited to play Mario Kart World and stuff. But you guys have to do have the pre-order bonus. Like I already ordered, and if the prices go up, I'll get it for the price I paid, which is $470. How did you already order it? The pre-orders aren't out yet. Or wait, were the pre-orders out in other countries? In the EU and had it up yesterday? Oh, okay, so the EU had it up yesterday, okay. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest. If they raise the prices, this is gonna be horrible for the Switch 2. If they raise the prices, it's over. I'm gonna be honest. It won't affect people like me who have to do it for their job. But like the average consumer is going to be so mad that they were told a price and then the price changed. Or the day of the direct, yeah, that's what I assumed. So I can't imagine they're gonna raise the prices. There's no way. Especially if you watched the Nintendo Treehouse Live yesterday, the entire chat was spamming drop the prices. There's no way they raise the prices. I understand for shareholders and stuff, it's like your bottom line is you just gotta make more money, make more money, make more money. But you're gonna make more money keeping the price. Oh wait, that's shiny right there, isn't it? Oh, it disappeared! Oh wait, is that blue? Oh wait, that's blue. Also doesn't understand economics though, lol. No, I agree. Plus, let's be honest, half the chat is just people, their parents are buying it for them. It's not actually even them purchasing it. They just want their parents to spend less money. But seriously though, I do think that they will screw themselves if they raise the prices. Like, how'd you do the contrast thing? It's a OBS filter, Shadow. I just cranked up the saturation. Like, they were already people complaining about the prices. If they raise the prices, even with the tariffs, I think they're just going to sell less consoles. I think the idea that like, oh, we'll still sell the same amount of consoles even if we bump it by $50, it's not going to happen. They need to keep the prices lower and then just make the money that they can make on those Switches, right? I cannot imagine they're going to like take that much more of a hit. Like, are they going to be in the negative for selling it at $450 rather than at $500? Are they going to be in the negative? I can't imagine that's going to be the case. All consoles are made at a loss already, just FYI. Okay. Then yeah, I guess it's, I don't know. I highly doubt they're going to raise the prices. I'm saying this with a grain of salt in my voice. I really doubt they're gonna raise the prices, but I also don't know. Really though, it isn't their fault though. No, I'm sure it's not their fault, but it's also like, do you want the Switch 2 to succeed? You can't. If people were already complaining about the prices, you can't raise them. I know the tariffs are not your fault, but you can't raise the prices. You just can't. And that's not even me saying like, oh, I'm not going to buy it if they raise the prices. I'm going to buy it regardless. I have to. But I don't know. What sucks is that they will get the blame over why the price increase law. I mean, maybe to the average person, but to the people who know, you'll know why. They might make a statement literally just blaming the tariffs on it. Trump just lost the gamer vote. Guys, there's no way he's getting a third term. I'm gonna be honest. Trump, you just lost the gamer vote. You're not getting your third term. I think given the way things have gone, they're gonna wait for the things to be retracted after they have consequences. Yeah. I mean, here's the deal though. They do have a date that works, right? Because they said for the people who are ordering through the Nintendo store, the pre-orders weren't going to start until May 8th. So they're still they still have a month to get this slot figured out, because then they can open it all up on the same day through Best Buy, GameStop, all of those. They can do it on May 8th. It's not the big problem. Kids get the consoles from their parents, but usually kids don't get all the games by their parents as well. They have to buy them themselves. That's not true. I think you might be doubting. I think a lot of parents buy their kids the games. You think an 8-year-old who gets Switch 2 on Christmas is gonna have their parents are gonna buy them their parents aren't gonna buy them the game. They're gonna make the 8-year-old buy themselves the game. Oh, yellow butt. $80 is quite a lot for kids, and 60 isn't. 60 is just as much for kids. I'm more excited for the physical prices and the games, physical games being something for download. Yeah, but you gotta understand, I think we're just moving into a place where physical games are not gonna be a thing anymore. I think we're just moving past it. I just don't think it's gonna be a thing anymore. I think it's a thing of old, because I understand from the perspective of well, that's not fair. I wanted to get the game, but, or I wanted to physically own it. But I think it makes the company, it makes the company, they make so much more money. They make so much more money off of digital purchases. So they're gonna keep pushing digital purchases forever. I think they're always going to be pushing digital purchases. If the company goes under, you can't download it anymore. Yeah, okay, but dude, what's the chance of Nintendo going under? Nintendo? And you don't think if Nintendo goes under, they're going to port their games to other consoles? Brother, I think that is such a preposterous situation. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah, all right, an 8-year-old, but an 11, I had to buy them for myself already. Yeah, but you might be in a weird family that does that. A lot of kids don't. Dude, I don't think people are buying their own games until they're 16 and have a job. I think the majority of people are not buying their own games until they're 16. In all honesty, I don't think I bought myself X and Y when X and Y came out. I'm pretty sure my mom got both X and Y for my brother and I was 13. Now, I might have just lived in a family that was, loaded. But the point is I don't think kids are buying their own games until they're 16, especially if you think about Christmas, right? A majority of kids aren't playing games on release date. They're playing games when their parents buy it for them for Christmas. And I don't think the parents are all right, here's your $60. You can choose what you spend your Christmas money on. I want to keep chatting, but lunch is over. Good luck with your mouse. Thank you, Nick. Enjoy the rest of your day, homie. That's how it works for me. Yeah, you just didn't play the games on release date. You played them on Christmas. The majority of people complain. Okay, guys, listen. The Switch 2, the games look so good. And for them to look that good, they have to be on a beefier console. We're not in the PlayStation and Xbox range where it's starting at 500, but the expectation should be we were going to pay more. If you were in the mindset of I'm paying 400 and nothing more, I think you might have been a little bit overzealous at how little it was going to cost. $450 is not that shocking for that console. $80 for the games, okay, that's a little off-putting. But $450 for the console, makes a whole lot of sense. NVIDIA made the GPU for the Switch 2 after people complained about having a mobile GPU. There you go. And that's definitely going to cost more. Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine. I just don't think they'll raise the prices. I don't think they will. I think they're delaying it because they need to talk about it, but I think you're probably right, Shadow. They're going to see how quickly it goes away. I can't imagine they're actually going to keep these reciprocal tariffs forever. I think they're just waiting the storm out. And 40 for an expansion pass? Yeah, but that might still be the case, though. You're assuming that they're not going to make you pay for an expansion pass after the fact. That'd be incredibly dumb, but you're right. Yeah, dude, you think that Mario Kart World, the highest selling game on Switch, like the sequel to the most highest selling game on Switch being Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you don't think they're gonna put the DLC in there like 2 years from now? Maybe even sooner? I highly doubt it. I think with the idea of it being like an open world with a bunch of connecting courses, they'll be like, hey, look, check out this second island off to the left. You can get it for $30. And all of a sudden you've paid $110 for Mario Kart. I mean, they did have the DLC for free to Switch Online thing or that. Yeah, and I think that's what'll keep people off their backs. If they keep adding things like GameCube and these expansion passes to Nintendo Switch Online expansion pass, I think they'll do that. I think it'll be fine. Because like I pay for NSO plus expansion pass for a family account. I think it's $80 a year is what I pay. And that $80 a year gets me multiple different accounts that can play games on NSO expansion pass. I can play online with every game. And now I also get access to GameCube games. I get the Switch 2 buff for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom for free. So if they still do the voucher thing, what's the voucher thing? I still prefer, you can buy 2 vouchers for any digital game for 100 for the Nintendo Store. Oh yes, I do remember this. I do remember them doing that. I used to do, which was $7 game. Yeah, I do remember them saying that. They might still do that, I don't know. I guess the hopes would be they do that with the hope of like that you don't actually spend the vouchers, right? I still prefer having my stuff physical as well. I don't know if I'm going to buy the Gen 10 games instantly since they're probably going to get a DLC a year later. I'll probably buy the physical copy with DLC on it. Yeah, I think that's a fair choice. I mean, it depends because now if you're buying a physical game and it just has the license to download the game, that's crazy to me that they're selling physical copies at $10 more, but you still have to freaking download it. That's crazy. I don't know if they're doing that for like the games where they are charging $10 more, but like, man, they really do not want people buying physical games at all. I mean, I don't think I'll buy a single physical game on Switch 2 at this rate. I vastly prefer physical as well, but I'm not sure where the market is. Look at how many people gobble for Steam. Yeah, dude, no, people don't. I think even even with the mass appeal of like having a cheaper digital only PS4 or PS5 and stuff like that, I think just digital is the way we're going. I mean, I have friends who legitimately believe that cloud gaming will be like the future. That like we won't even own any of our games. We'll just pay for like a Game Pass and play all of our games on the cloud. We won't even have to download them on our console, which could be the truth. I don't know, but I'm not like I personally just don't think I will. I don't think I'm gonna buy anything physical. I don't see why I would. I'll get myself a good micro SD express card and then just have everything, you know, digital. I think that'll just be easier for me to keep track of. Then I have everything on a micro SD card. I buy Game Pass Ultimate for a month and then I play all of them. Exactly. Yeah, Game Pass is, I don't know how long they'll keep Game Pass for, because it definitely doesn't make them money, but cloud gaming is just like, it's just easier that way, you know? Especially for people, like, think about this. Think about how many people would be able to play games that they usually would not be able to, like, run on their PC or their console or whatever, that they can just stream now. Like, I think cloud gaming might become bigger in due time. The problem is right now, the technology for it is trash. It's bad. Trying to play a game through cloud gaming is, it's atrocious. It's hard to do. Yeah, I get to play on my laptop. Yeah, exactly. So you can literally play on anything, and you can play like a really intense game. I mean, you can play like Cyberpunk 2077 on a freaking phone if you wanted to. So I think that might be a future, but it has to get better though. It just has to get better. It has to get to the point where someone with a mediocre internet speed could still do it without it being like atrociously hard to do, you know? Because that's the problem right now, is like the barrier to entry for these bigger games is the console, right? But then the barrier to entry for cloud gaming is the internet. And if they can make it to where somehow you can play a game over the internet that maybe has like, 40 download, which is normal. I don't know. Do I have to buy an extra SD card to be able to save games on the Switch 2, or is there one included? Yeah, it's 256 on the Switch base. Base Switch is 256 gigabytes. It's 8 times larger than the Switch 1. So you should be able to download games. But you might run into a point where eventually you do have to get a micro SD expansion card, which is not bad. You can double the storage space on it for $60. 1 terabyte express cards are kind of difficult, but 256 ones are like $60. It's not that much. But you shouldn't have to do that at least for a couple of years, I don't think. I think you'll be able to deal with the 256 for a while, unless you're buying every game in existence. I think they added the loading mechanic to deal with the backlash from this, by the way. Oh, for sure. 100%. I actually, as someone who has 2 Switches. Oh, nice. Wait, what? Oh, I was looking at the wrong side of his belly. Oops. As someone who has 2 Switches and wants to be able to move his virtual games or his digital games across the across my multiple consoles, the digital cards is so nice. I'm probably going to use that a lot. I think on my PC, no one can ban you from using your PC. They can ban your Nintendo account though, and that blocks access to your Switch. Yeah, that's not how that works though. They work both the exact same way. If you play a game through a Steam or a Nintendo or like anything, they can at any time revoke the pass. Just because you have it downloaded on your PC does not mean you can now play it regardless of what Steam says. Because you're still loading it through the Steam database. Which is so funny because it's so funny that you say that Valve's their friend, because I feel like of all the companies that like prioritize people who buy their games, I feel like Nintendo's pretty high up there. Maybe I'm just coping, but I feel like Nintendo is pretty high up there when it comes to companies that like value their customers and treat their customers as well as they can. I mean, the biggest knocks on that would probably be like what? Joy-Con drift? Which is like just an oversight at like what heavy use of Joy-Cons would eventually lead to. Oops. Sorry, buddy, I didn't mean to run into you. And my Ethernet cable is out? Yeah, but that's because your license hasn't been revoked. The computer still has the license on it. This is the worst time to hunt tandem mouse. Is this time of day. The filter does not help me in this point. Like, that's definitely not shiny. Okay, good. Dusk mouse, I know. The dusk mouse. How will I know what is shiny and what is not? I can't see anything. I'm blind. With that lighting, I know. Luckily, it's only like for, 45 seconds. And now we're back to normal. Now we're looking for pink. You should name the 3-family Maushold after your family? Yeah, we'll call it the Carters. I gotta find it though first, Can Landon find family of 3 Maushold before he has a second child? Let's find out. You have one? A shiny one? Wait, W. Well, 99% sure it's Hackle. If you got it from trade, if it was from a raid, then it might have been. Yeah, I don't know. Might have been. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they can definitely deny you access, even if you're not online. They can still deny you access. I mean, I don't know exactly how it works, but you could say the same thing about the Switch though. What if I just never put my Switch online? How are they going to deny me access? Like that same workaround you could do towards Nintendo as well. So then in that case, neither of these are a problem, right? I don't know. I don't see, like, again, maybe I have these rose-colored glasses. Is Nintendo really the kind of company that we see taking licenses away from gamers? Like, are we really worried that, oh, because I'm buying digital, their company's just gonna screw me over and steal all my games? Like, I just don't. Maybe I just have more trust than most. They only take away licenses from jailbreakers and hackers? Yeah, so then that's like, which is fine, because at that point their games are just being pirated more often than not. It's only for people who play multiplayer games. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I haven't seen an instance of Nintendo revoking people's choice. Well, now with voice chat and strong restrictions on insulting speech, I don't know. Strong restrictions on insulting speech. Is Nintendo stopping you from calling someone a doo-doo head in game chat? I haven't heard. Because I will be calling you a doo-doo head. You suck. You suck at Splatoon, L. Plus, it sounds like with game chat, it's only with people that you like choose to talk to. Am I wrong? From what I saw in the direct, it's like only people you choose to talk to. Ooh. Two. Dude, this filter works so well. I saw that one from a while away. It looks like it's only friends, yeah. Also, W Nintendo for putting parental controls on it. So huge. Because I told Georgie that was like the main gimmick, and she was like, it makes me uncomfortable. Like, what about the kids? And like, no, they're protecting the kids. I was very happy that they put parental controls on it. It's like, because Nintendo has not been a very social console because of those reasons. So the fact that they are protecting the kids, W Nintendo. Now, will the parents actually use it? Doubt it, lol. Yeah, but then you can't blame Nintendo. That's a nice thing. We're not gonna blame Nintendo for parents being bad parents. W. Like, there's literally the option. As long as parents always blame others for their bad parenting. Oh, I know. But at least for me, it's like I can now convince Georgie that we should let our kid play on the Switch 2 with me, because we can just make sure that he can't play games we want him to or talk to people we don't want him to, you know? Because she's hyper worried about that. This is the same song. Listen, I love Hopes and Dreams. I'm not a hater, but damn. Let's play some other music, all right? I got a playlist of 342 songs. You can't pick a different one? Rat. But if I do it once, I don't know if I'm safe, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater here. I don't think Nintendo's gonna be monitoring what you say in game chat, because it's only chatting with people you're in party with. From what I understand, it's not like opening up voice chat to every single person in the lobby. Like, it's not like, oh, hey, we're gonna talk to all these random people in my 100, game Fortnite game. It's like only people, either games that already have voice chat unlocked, which at that point it's on the publisher to control what's said in the voice chat. But then game chat is only between friends on your Nintendo console. It's not like just anyone can join you in a game chat. So it's like, I don't know. I don't think this is an issue, personally. Now, most of them just aren't crybabies over every insult. Plus, he's got very comfortable with saying slurs because of exposure to COD chat. True. Hey, dude, listen, I need to own up to it now, all right? Listen, I was not the things I said in high school, I'm not proud of. I grew up in like Boondocks, Texas. There wasn't a lot of a social stigma around saying words, all right? So there's things I've said in my past that I'm definitely not proud of. So we'll just put it that way. Well, kids don't using slurs is not that bad, right? They don't even know what they're saying most of the time. It's rather funny. I would disagree. I don't think like saying, oh, it's funny when kids use slurs. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Just because I don't know what they're saying doesn't make it right. At that point, they just need to be educated that, hey, we should not use that word. But that's also on the parents. So what are you gonna do? It's on the parents to tell them that. That I definitely don't agree that just like, oh, it doesn't matter. If they don't know what they're saying, that makes it okay. They just need to be educated. I don't think I would judge them as harshly as I would judge someone who does know what they're saying. But they still need to be told that that's not okay. All right, let's evolve these two. But I don't disagree. I do think it should be handled differently. Carter family, let's go. This is our moment. First, mark check. Oh. Fine. Just whatever. Well, if I said any of the slurs I learned online to my parents, I would have learned the hard way, but I was smart enough not to do it. Yeah, but does that make it... Again, but then hold on. Now we're getting into a different conversation, because if you know you shouldn't say it in front of your parents, then you know it's wrong. So then you know what you're saying is wrong. Right? Am I tripping? You kind of just outed yourself. You just made my point for me. So then, like, let's just not say it, you know? Like W. All right, phase 28. We're gonna get 10 phases done today. Big. If I find one next sandwich, we're gonna get it done this stream. Knowing it's wrong and knowing what it means are two different things. Yeah, but if you know it's wrong if you know it's wrong to say it, then just don't say it. I don't understand the difference in opinion here. It's still bad. If you know you shouldn't say it, then just don't say it. It's still bad. You should still be judged for saying a slur if you know you shouldn't say it in front of your parents. Check out the shiny Tandem Mouse. This clip's gonna suck. Oh, thank God. Holy, that would have been a horrible Family 3 Maushold clip. How do we even get on this topic? Nintendo Game Chat. It was all Nintendo Game Chat's fault. I blame Nintendo Game Chat. Wait, I thought the Maushold thing evolved secretly? No, it just has to be the Pokemon that kills it. Like, if it's the Pokemon that knocks out the Pokemon, then it evolves. Actually, let's do extra small. So if it's the Pokemon that knocks out the wild Pokemon, then it will evolve on screen. Otherwise, yes, it will evolve secretly. Yes, only if it leveled up through battle. 1, 2. Oh. Okay then. Well then. 1, 2. W. All right, this is phase 29. Is 29 it? Do I even need to go to 30? Show me the Carter family. Rip. On to the next. All right, this will be the last sandwich of the stream, gamers. Next Sammy, 4 shinies. I'm calling it now. That would be big. I should have done this instead of just running around hoping they evolve. Yeah, it works. It works way better. But no 3 family. Honestly, fair call. I don't disagree with this take. I love these shiny sandwich recipes, bro. It's so nice. All right, let's flip it on. Let's flip on the filter and get to work. Oh my God, what's happening to my screen? I can't see anything. I want at least, listen, I don't care how many I get. 1 would be perfect because I would love to get 10 phases in one stream. 10 phases, one stream, big. I know you didn't create, you are kind of the father of Rice Drop in the PokeTuber community. I know you didn't create it, but you perpetuated it. Am I really? Is that what am I the father of Rice Drop? When everyone does Rice Drop, do they think of me? I didn't even do the classic thing where I put like my Twitter @ on the picture that I put out. It was kind of funny because I saw that video and I was like, wait, this is actually a really great sandwich hunting method. I'll make this for John because John needs something that's visually shows him how to make these sandwiches. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll just post it on Twitter because I've already made it. I'll post it on Twitter and give it to everyone else. And then it was like, oh my God, Neo's the Rice Drop guy. Father Rice Drop. Yep, that's what they call me. Father Rice Drop. How many rice did you drop? I be out here dropping rice, no cap. To be fair though, they are the best shiny sandwiches. Don't lie. Not having to do any work to make sure the shiny sandwich actually functions properly is great. Are you kidding me? I don't have to put anything on the sandwich to get a sandwich that makes exactly what I need it to. That's so W. Oops. Sorry, Tandem Mouse, I didn't mean it. They call me Father Rice Drop. You best hope I don't drop rice on your head. Am I right or am I right? Watch out or Father Rice Drop will come for you. He'll be dropping that rice right on your head. Bam. Oh, Tandem Mouse. Anyways, gamers, be ready. The end of the Living Dex, April 25th, will be the final stream of my Living Dex journey. I will be streaming until I find the last 4 shinies of the Living Dex. It will be massive. It will be huge. It will be big. What are you? Get out of my way! I'm hitting a lot more Tandem Mouse on accident. I didn't mean it. Oh. All right, guys. At this point, it looks like I'm doing it on purpose. I'm really not. I'm sorry. I just need, For this sandwich, okay, it's only been 4 minutes. I just want one. I want one Tandem Mouse. Get me to 30. That'll be a great ending point. If you give me more, I'll take more. Obviously, I'm not going to complain about getting more, you know, whatever. But I won't complain about getting more phases, but I do want one so I can get 10 phases this stream. That would be big. I also think just having this outbreak with 60 Pokemon knocked out is the best way to do it. I think that's just the way to cook. It gets us so many more shinies per sandwich. That's a Timber. That's not even a Tandem Mouse. When will we find the Carter family? When will the Carter family be found in this shiny hunting adventure? It's me, Georgie, and little baby Garland all hanging out. All right, I need this like dawn time to not do a lot to me because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to tell what's shiny in this lighting. I need the sun to rise quickly. Let's go. Pull it up. Oops, sorry. Bring the sun up. Let's go. I'm also really excited for the new Pro Controller. I really like the Switch Pro Controller. I think it's a great controller, and I'm hoping the Switch 2 one is just as good. Let's just hope it's not $500 now that the tariffs are here. L. Also, am I tripping? Can I, for those who are smarter than me, or pay attention more to me, when did the reciprocal tariffs get put into place? Was it recently? Like, was it announced this week? Because I've been hearing so much about tariffs for like a hot minute. And I'm sure Shadow knows about this, because Shadow's old. So a bunch of different ones were announced? Yeah, but when? When were they announced? Throughout the last few months? Okay, so then here's my question. Did Nintendo not know? Did they not know the tariffs were being announced before? Like, did they not know they were getting tariffed before they put out their price? Wait, I'm explaining. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. So there was tariffs on specific products from different countries before. Okay. Okay. Yesterday they announced blanket tariffs on every country in the world. Oh, so that's how they got affected. Except Russia. True. That's funny. Nah, the Russians are chill though. Here's every country. That's funny. No, dude, the Russians are chill though. That's sick. You know what? Here's what I think's gonna happen, including Antarctica. True. I mean, I know we get some goods from Antarctica that are really like need to get tariffed though. Here's what I think. I think Nintendo's gonna be shaking in their baby seal leather boots, and they're gonna be like, "Wait, we didn't mean it. We're actually gonna drop the price of the Switch down to 400 because of the tariffs. We're really sorry." I think that's what's gonna happen. I think Daddy Trump just saved us some money. My goat. China was 34%, Vietnam was 49%, Japan was 26%, those are the parts for sure made. Ooh. Yikes. Well, I still stand by what I said. Daddy Trump just saved me $50. Switch 2 going to be $400 now. Let's write it down. I predicted it first. I said it here first, all right? Big. What a rough day to announce nationwide tariffs on countries where the Switch 2, on the day the Switch 2 was announced and its price was. Rough timing for Nintendo. On April 9th, lol. Of course they do. Wow, wait, he directly targeted Nintendo. Trump, what the hell? I thought we were dogs. Trump, I said don't hit Nintendo, dog. I need that Switch 2. What the heck, bro? Oh well. I mean, again, listen, I'm gonna have to get it regardless. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna have to get it regardless. I don't think I have a choice. I need to get it for my job. But, yeah, that does suck. That's insane. I can't believe they're actually delaying pre-orders. That's bonkers. Well, that, yeah, that sucks. I can't, again, TCG is actually unaffected. Aren't the cards made in, yeah, they print in America. Yeah, they're making in America. Crazy. I still kind of stand by what I said, though. I don't think they're going to raise the prices. Maybe this is me coping. I can't see them raising the prices after all this. They might, but I highly doubt they will. Maybe I'm hardcore coping, but I can't see them raising the prices after the backlash without the tariffs of people being mad about the pricing. I can't see them raising it. The effective price for them to ship is going to be at least 35%. Yeah, I know it's going to go up. So the problem is like they lose what, an extra 35% of their consoles. So wait, what's Shadow, what I'm not gonna pull out a calculator. What's 450 times 0.35 or 1.35? Like if we were to specifically put this directly on consumers, what would it do? How much would it be? Be like 550 now? Or 600 because it's like one, because a third would be, yeah, 6 or 7. Yeah, dude, there's no way. I'm sorry, I just don't see it. There's absolutely no way. Maybe they do $50. Maybe it goes up to the base price is 500. I highly doubt it. I just can't imagine they're going to do that. They won't sell. They will sell maybe a third of the consoles that they were going to sell if they raise it that much. There's no way they do that. It's just not happening. On each console? Oh, I know. Which is why I'm saying they're probably gonna raise it a little bit. I mean, what do you think the bundle? Do you think they're gonna bring it up to 550 and the bundle's gonna be 600? Probably. Man, that sucks. Dude, that is just... Yeah, dude. People were already complaining about the prices because, like, the price of living is just so high right now. This is just difficult. But I still can't imagine in a world where you think that, like, oh, me bringing these tariffs is just going to force people to bring their money down. Like, we live in a capitalist society. Everyone's going to try to save their bottom line. The only thing it's going to do is charge the consumer more. I mean, maybe but again, I want to say this just to clarify real quick before we get into too political of space, because I don't like talking about politics on stream. I hate it. I don't like talking about it. It's so divisive, and I just want to have fun shiny hunting. All right, so please, before we get into this, please understand, I'm not an economics person. I don't understand. I purely just have my own experience to go off of, which is very limited because I live in a bubble of DFW where we live in way too much abundance. All right, we have everything we could need and more. So, I say this wholeheartedly. Please, please, please do not take this as some political stance. I understand what you're saying, Shadow. It isn't a political stance. I'm talking about the games that I'm going to be purchasing, but like literally, I don't want to talk about politics. I don't care. I just want to play games and have fun with people. That's it. I'm making no statement about anything. And that is the truth. Is it political to say the cost of living has gone up? No, but there will be... The point is there's like this... When you talk about the choices made by a president in a negative light, people automatically assume you're talking about the president himself in a negative light, or like, oh, I don't know. I'm trying to avoid stuff. I just don't want to... I don't want to be divisive. I hate politics right now. Everyone is so at each other's throats on everything all the time, and I don't want to feed into it. So I'm trying to clarify that this is not me trying to take a political stance. I do not want to be divisive. Everyone's at their is at each other's throats, and I'm trying not to feed into it. That's an awful shiny. I know. How do you make a game that looks this bad and then still make a shiny that's this tiny of a difference? You couldn't have given it like a little bit of something. You could have made it like a gray mouse or something. Literally anything. Why is this the choice? I don't get it. All right, listen, Tandem Mouse. We have less than half of the sandwich left. I just need one. I understand I've gotten really lucky. I've gotten 2 per sandwich, and that's awesome. I just need one. I just want one so that I can get to phase 30. That's all I care about. I just want to be at phase 30 because that means 10 phases a stream, and that's a great stream, all right? So I'll put brother out and give me one shiny. Yeah, there's nothing divisive in saying that Tandem Mouse shiny sucks. L. Honestly, if this family of 3 Maushold didn't exist, there's no way I'd be doing this. There's no way I'd be subjecting myself to this horror if the family of 3 Maushold actually had a good shiny. Or if the family of 3 Maushold didn't exist, what I meant, sorry. Like the fact that I have to make a filter in order to see this shiny on my without like running into every Pokemon, that's horrible. What's worse to you, this or Slowpoke? Honestly, this is. Because Slowpoke, you can legitimately tell if it's shiny by seeing it around other of its kind. Like if you spawn in 5 Slowpoke and one of them shiny, you will be able to point out the shiny one. If I spawned in 5 Tandem Mouse and said point out the shiny one to me, you would have to squint so hard to see the difference. Especially because in general, the tan color of its little suit looks too close to the white of its body. It's hard to tell. Both these colors, both the blue and the tan are like very pastelish, so it's hard to tell if it's like actually shiny or not. I don't get why they didn't make a shirt a dark color for a shiny. I know. Make it like black or something to where it's like very obviously standing out. Why did they make it this weird tan color that's like completely different? That's like not barely different at all. Again, what other shinies do you have to hunt where a filter is necessary in order to see if it's shiny? Seriously, there are bad shinies out there. I could tell Igglybuff without the filter. Also, if you're gonna make a subtle shiny, at least make it bigger than a pixel. This Pokemon's tiny and its shiny's bad. It's one of the smallest Pokemon in the game and they made it tiny. If you're John, it's Frigibax. Yeah, but never mind, that's my boss. Love you, John. Thanks for watching the stream, buddy. Really appreciate it. I just need one of these things. Again, I just want one for the sandwich. We both flex on him when making sandwiches for him. That was your early days, I know. He grew up. John grew up and started making his own sandwiches. I wasn't needed for him anymore. How sad. When I would pull out the Pokemon that he's shiny hunting and bring it out in my picnic. Oh, the good old days. He still calls you Neo and not Landon. I know. John, we had a conversation about that. Like, John, you know you can call me Landon, right? I understand, like, for like my social media presence, I'm Neo, but like since we're working together, I'd prefer you call me Landon. He's like, oh, okay, that's fine, I could do that. It's like he's like, I don't know what to call you, Neo, Landon. I'm like, please call me Landon. Like, no one that I talk to on a personal basis calls me Neo. It's a little weird. I'd rather just be Landon to you. 9 minutes! Uh-oh. Oh, no. I'm not gonna get one, am I? Someone I know on a personal basis calling me by my online name? It's weird. Yeah, I'm not about it. No, thank you. I don't even think I know anyone that... I think the only people that would call me Neo are people that I... do the events with, you know, like people like I'm sure if I met Vandy in person, he'd call me Neo, and that'd be chill with that. It's like, yeah, that's fine, whatever. Like my only communication with him is through social media, so it's like if he called me Neo, that's fine. I don't even think Ben. I think Ben would call me Landon. I don't think Ben would call me Neo, because Ben I actually do work with through Playmore, and my name on Discord is just Landon, because I try to make it more personable. Get out of my way! What are you doing, Tandem Mouse? What's your problem? I'm gonna be so sad if I go this last sandwich without getting a shiny and I can't finish off the stream with one more check. Like, 29 is such a bad number to end on. 30 is like way more chill, you know? It's a nice even number. 10 phases for the stream. The dirty 30, exactly. You get it. I have 7 minutes left. I can find one shiny, I could evolve it, and I could end stream at 3 hours. That'd be perfect. What's up, Earthworm? Even with the filter, you still have to check like every Tandem Mouse. You still have to look at every tandem mouse, which is just crazy, dude. It's just crazy how bad this shiny is. This shiny is atrocious. It's a desperate play for attention. Tandem mouse just wants attention, and I'm giving it to it. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm ashamed of myself for giving this tiny little rat attention. For just being a bad shiny. All right, well, it's not raining anymore. So hopefully I can see these things more clearly. Ooh, there we go. I got one! That's that can't end on a lice type of val type mentality. Yeah, I can't end on 29. I'm gonna end on 30, baby. Big. You're right. I can't end on 29, and I won't. How's that for you, huh? The real question is will we get a 31 and still end on a non-even number? That's the real question now. Big. All right. Gotta end on 40 then. Yep. Oh well. 40 it is. All right. How much time do we have left? 4 minutes? We might find a second. I don't think we will, though. Honestly, this makes up, though, because we had a 3 shiny sandwich earlier in the stream, and I think having a 1 shiny sandwich to even it out at 2 per sandwich makes a lot more sense. I will happily take 30 if I don't get another one. I can hear it raining outside. It's supposed to be raining all weekend. This is going to be a gloomy weekend for your boy NeoHere. Anyways, gamers, don't worry. I will be streaming this tomorrow. We'll run it back. We'll see if we can get another 10, and maybe that one of those 10 will be the one that we're looking for, you know? We'll get to our 40th face tomorrow. Since I know you guys are super pumped for face 40. That's where the real fun begins. This will put us at a third of the way to odds, okay? So like, or about a third of the way. Technically 33 is a third of the way to odds, but still. We're on our way, okay? We're cooking right now. We're making hella progress. 10 shinies per stream is great, because that means I'll hit 100 by like what? So tomorrow will be 40. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday would be 80. Yeah, I'll hit 100 before I do my my finale stream. If I actually find 10 every stream, which is not guaranteed, but it could happen. Good luck. Thank you, Jojo. I appreciate it. I'm just happy we got to 30. I will take getting the 30. Gotta check every tandem mouse. No tandem mouse goes unchecked. Consider me the TSA of tandem mouse. I'm the Tandem Mouse Shiny Association, all right? I double check every tandem mouse. Not one tandem mouse gets through this door that isn't shiny, you understand me? Uh. It's kind of crazy how well this filter works at times. Like from a distance, I can tell, I can see the blue on the tandem mouse and just know like, yeah, that's not shiny. 25 seconds. All right, let's despawn all these. Turn back around. Spawn them all back in, quick. Get them spawned in and let me check them. All right, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay. You pass. You're not shiny, you can go, sir. You're not shiny, you can move on. Move along, sir, move along. Okay, okay. Not seeing anything suspicious so far. Blue, blue. All right, you check out, you check out. We'll do one final loop before I go and evolve this shiny tandem mouse. Give it all these tandem mouse one last final check. Lots of blue I'm seeing. All right, you're all good to go. All right, gamers, let's go evolve this thing. All right, let's turn off this filter. Let's bump this up to 30. Phase 30. And now let's quickly check if it has a mark. Do you have a mark, good sir? No. All right. Will this one be the shiny? Will this one be the family of 3 Maushold we've been waiting for? I can't imagine it will be, but let's give it a chance anyways. All right. Evolving our 30th Maushold. It is family of 4. L. All right, gamers, that's it for today. I'll be doing the same thing tomorrow, so don't worry. If you like this hunt, we're gonna be doing it for a while until we get to the 25th, where we'll do the finale stream. So as a reminder, April 25th will be the finale stream for the living decks. I'll be streaming until I find the last 4 shinies of the living decks. So if you're excited to see me finish it up, that's the date. 3 weeks from today is when we're gonna done. I'll have an announcement graphic and stuff for it coming out next week at some point. Why not do it on my birthday? Because L. It's not about you, it's about me. All right? Stop making it about you. You guys have a great rest of your day. See y'all tomorrow for more Maushold hunting, and yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. Okay, bye. Wait, that's my screen.